Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Rosenberg across the formation. He's got a man. That's Allen. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Rosenberg. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. He sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Howard got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. The numbers there for Brown from a week ago. 9 catches, 129 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Steps away. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Howard on 1st down. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Straight ahead, Patterson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howard works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. A carry here for the big tight end. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Howard. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Butker's kick here is good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rosenberg. And this is caught, and it's out. He put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Howard. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Howard. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a 1st down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. That time a 6-play drive.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Browns set to take over.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Rosenberg eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. It's Brooks.
And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Looking to throw. Rosenberg finds his man. It's John Mechie.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll run on first down. Brooks, a second shoot. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense. You've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Brooks. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Needed 13, and with a good spot, they got 13 and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, it's Brooks. And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Rosenberg.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Rosenberg. He's got Allen.
And he is going to have a Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rosenberg finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll look to throw again. And he wisely will throw that one away. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. The quick slant caught. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Rosenberg. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
John Mechie from 3 yards out. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Buffalo Bills offense and Dawson Knox getting set to go again for another drive.
He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
Now here's a throw that's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
That's taken on the 25. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Operating from the gun, Rosenberg. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Throwing again, Rosenberg. And he comes back with one complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Rosenberg caught by Allen. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st and 10, Rosenberg to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So the completion good for just 3, and it's 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rosenberg.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Rosenberg. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
So here are the Bills to take over. They're on top here as they come up on a 1st and 10, trying to make amends for that lost week at the hands of Seattle. Beginning on the ground with Patterson.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Howard completes it to Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Howard on 1st and 10. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A nice gain of 21 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Howard. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Howard.
Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
They'll go. It's Patterson.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll run with Patterson.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Howard. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
And the Browns getting set to go.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
On 1st down, Rosenberg. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's a nice catch there. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Rosenberg. He finds his man complete. It's Brooks. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Rosenberg. His throw incomplete. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Rosenberg. He finds his man complete. It's Brooks. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22.
On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay.
It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And that is no good. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Bills going to take over now late in this 1st half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Got a man. It's Brown. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Howard.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Brings up third down and 4.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we reach halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Packers who have the lead as that game approaches halftime. Desmond Ridder, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Browns. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howard. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling out to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Howard, quick slant to Brown. Touchdown, Bills! A.J. Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game. But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing on first down, Rosenberg. He finds his man, complete. That's Brooks. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. To throw on second down, Rosenberg.
This will be complete to Mechie.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. And the Browns first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Nothing open downfield, so they'll throw it away.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Howard now throwing on first down. They will find Davis. That's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Finding Knox there, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, you know, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on 3rd down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly, and most of the time, unsuccessfully.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This is a 26-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And now the Browns coming out on the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off the play fake, Rosenberg. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rosenberg. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. This is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. The number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Rosenberg over the middle, complete. That's Allen. Now a handoff up the middle. Brooks. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Rosenberg. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Running the counter, Patterson.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line.
They'll go again with Patterson.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. 3rd down, here's Patterson.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Throwing to start the drive. Rosenberg.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
But he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down, Rosenberg. And that is incomplete. try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Patterson on the draw, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading.
Throwing to start the drive. Rosenberg. And this is caught by Watkins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Looking to throw. Rosenberg. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
The throw over the middle taken in. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Rosenberg. And he'll just get rid of it. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Rosenberg. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle, it's Thomas.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise,
the end result can be something you don't like.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
They'll start with the option. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once more, they turn to Patterson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Howard to throw on 3rd down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Cleveland offense making their way out. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rosenberg, he finds his man, complete. That's Brooks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
On 1st and 10, Rosenberg. He's got Allen.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Brooks.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rosenberg.
He gets this one to Mechie.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. Now he dumps this off over the middle.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun, Rosenberg.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. giving to the big tight end on fourth. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Operating from the gun, Rosenberg. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And the Bills getting set to go.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Patterson running between the tackles. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Again, Patterson.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Patterson.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.
So for Buffalo, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.